that cold, Tommy? Hi, Tommy. Are you cold?
My jaw's for the
comment that you heard there for a minute, he had to warm up just enough to even get the.
My teeth are chattering.
It's cold out there, man. What
It's
happened? What you allowed to happen around here? I thought that I was doing so well with that global warming, man. I was running my car late in the night, but blowing the fumes up in the atmosphere and doing everything I could do. I was
need to do more.
Yeah, I was feeding the area.
Go buy a bunch of coal and light a fire in your driveway.
There you go. Okay, well, I was doing my best, but I obviously for a while there it was working.
Yeah,
because
it stopped.
It
stopped.
All right, well, I'll have to figure something out here. How's that?
I saw somebody yesterday. I haven't seen for a while.
Okay.
And I just said hello.
Yeah.
And how you doing?
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, I see you're in your Mr. Grumpy mode. Must be the weather, huh?"
You're a radio celebrity.
I told him to shut up.
So you really weren't in your grumpy mode then, if that's all you told him.
No,
that's pretty tame for you.
I was being polite.
Yeah, well,
let's put it that way.
You're out in public, and your mom taught you better. I know.
Right.
I know how that works. That's exactly what happens to you. Yeah, I got that. It's amazing how you get recognized on the street nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
People listen to you. If you're not here, people text me and say, "Where's Tommy?"
Yeah, well.
There you go.
I almost broadcast from home today because I didn't want to go outside.
We could do this on the phone if we need to.
We might be doing that
you can call
in the next couple months.
Yeah, and you can sit there all snuggled down there with your blankie and all that kind of stuff.
See, where are we at? We're on the 9th or 10th of January.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
See, we got this.
Yeah,
We got at least 8 more weeks of this crap.
You sure do. But now you're going to be out of here, though, aren't you? You're going to get out of here for at least a couple of weeks?
Nah, just 1 week. Just 1 week. And it's not till March.
Oh, gosh.
By then, flowers are blooming here.
You're way past that.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking? Huh? I mean,
I don't know.
You need to get out more, man.
Yeah, I know.
You need to get to. Are you going to Florida?
Yep.
Are you?
Yep.
Okay, well, that's a good place. It'll be nice and warm down in Florida.
It better be.
Yeah. Well,
if it's cloudy and rainy down there,
oh man,
I am not going to be happy.
Oh, boy, those Floridians don't.
I have had that. Coming. I have had that before.
Yeah. It's not always warm down in Florida either anymore. This global warming change and climate and warming change
screws things up.
It's really got it all goofed up nowadays. There's no doubt about that.
It's cold there, warm here.
Yeah. It's not a good thing.
Nope.
Hey, you know what else will probably depress you beyond belief? Have you seen that thing up on Facebook and all the social media where they got the ball that supposedly tells you whether you're stressed or not? Have you seen that thing?
No.
You're not on social media, are you?
No.
Well, there's.
Well, I'm on Instagram.
Okay, you're on Instagram. Okay, well,
Twitter.
Here you go. Well, you're on Twitter. You probably have seen it.
Me and the Prez tweet back and forth.
I figured you and the Prez are pretty tight.
What are you handing me this computer for?
Have you seen that thing? There you go. Bouncing off against the mic a couple times.
Okay, clunk, clank.
Everybody knows.
Now what am I doing here?
Now you see that little ball up there in the left corner and everything with the pattern and everything. Did it go away?
It says English.
Yeah, when you got initially, okay, when it hit social media about a week or two ago, all right. And that little ball will move throughout that little pattern. It won't on that computer right now, but I was hoping that maybe you'd seen that at this point in time. But allegedly, okay, the faster it moved, the more stressed you were.
I see.
Okay, and so everybody, it was a buzz all around the world, man. Oh gosh, I watched this thing and it's just moving like at 100 miles an hour. I'm stressed beyond belief. Okay. And it was supposedly done by some dude named Yakamono or something like that. He was supposedly a psychologist out of Japan. Turns out it was done by some dude over in Europe, okay? And all it is a hoax. It's one of them fake news things out there right now,
So why are you promoting it?
Well, because you know me and fake news. I love promoting fake news. That's how it works. But I just found that out, and it heart broke me, I mean, I was brokenhearted because I would look at it.
It heart broke you?
Yeah, it did. Heart broke me.
Heart broke me.
My heart was broke, man. So that heart broke you never heard that before?
No. I've heard broken hearted.
Well, that's down. We do that down in the southern.
Heart broke.
down in southern Ohio, that's a common.
You must have got that when you were from down in Alabama.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, you take this thing back.
And I was heartbroken when I saw that thing because, doggone it, man, I would sit there, all right, and the ball would just barely, just almost sat there totally still. So I'm thinking, well, I've got no stress whatsoever. And I'd hand it to my wife, and that thing would just spin and spin and move and twist and turn. I said, look at all the stress you're under. And then she'd say, well, look who I'm married to.
Yeah, well, she has a point.
That's a really good point. And then I find out now that it's just a big hoax, that there is no guy named Yakamoto, okay? This has all just been a hoax, and I've been
duped.
Hoaxed. Yeah, what the heck?
Duped.
Oh, man. I don't like that. I'm not liking that.
Well, see?
Just like you in the cold, man.
Right.
I've been duped. And there I was thinking I was totally stress-free.
Well, you are kind of a dupe.
No doubt
Or a dope.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Either one of those has been pretty aptly. I've been called both of those.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, along with other things that we can't talk
Yeah,
about.
that will.
On the
You and me
radio
both.
station. There's no doubt about that.
Dupe or dope is one of the nicest things I've ever been called.
Exactly. That's where I'm at. Well, I've been duped.
I always take that as a compliment.
Yeah, well, I have too.
If it's not preceded by a string of other words,
yeah.
I just assume it's a nice thing.
Yeah, we're doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm accomplishing something here
Right.
nowadays. You're right. But I have been duped by that darn thing.
And heart broke.
Yeah, and broke-hearted. Yeah, and all that kind of good stuff, too. Tommy's in the house, man. It's Thirsty Thursday, and he's going to hang with me for the rest of the 11 o'clock hour. And he's cold, but we'll warm him up in here because the inside of the studio here is always a toasty 62 degrees.
It smells like dirty laundry, too.
Well, there you go. Janet Jackson as we're back at the classic hits on the Q 96.5 FM.
Self, Mr.
And my buddy, Mr. Thomas Reed. Just traveled down that road to get here today, and that cold, and man, it's nasty. Here's one for you. You know, we talked a little bit about broken-hearted and heartbroken and heartbroken and all that kind of stuff.
You didn't answer my question.
And
Did you have me shut off?
There in the English language, it wasn't even correct or even.
Did
close.
you have me shut off?
No, not at all, man. Not at all. You're right.
Because I asked you a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
I said, why would you call yourself Mr.
Mister?
Yeah.
Well, you know, because I'm a Mister and you're a Mister. It was really
Yeah,
more
but
of a
isn't
Mr.
that a
Mister.
group?
That's the two of us, Mister. You're a Mister. I'm a Mister.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so that's where that all played in. You see how it's us high-paid disc jockeys, we can play those words that way.
Okay.
You know, that's how that works. I'm going to give you a word that you're going to really enjoy here, and you will probably use this. How's
Okay.
that? Okay. Gentacular. Okay. How's that? Gentacular. And it can also be used as a let's see.
So what?
Here you go. Pancakes, cornflakes, coffee, orange juice, all the breakfast things, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They're all gentacular, okay? That is actually a word. And impress your friends or more likely lose your friends, it says, next time you're at brunch by declaring, these scrambled eggs are gentacular. How's that? And that is actually...
But is it an adjective or an adverb?
It is an adjective that describes how good your breakfast is. How's that? And it is specific to breakfast, is what they say right now. How's that? Gentacular. So
is it good or bad?
It's supposed to be good. How's that? And you can also use it as a verb and say, to have breakfast is to gentaculate. How's that?
Man, I don't know. Those words are too big for me.
I thought, you know, this would be helpful for a guy like you, you know, because I know how you are. You know, you like to impress with your vocabulary. You're an intelligent man.
No.
Not at all.
Nah.
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 Nah. Jen, what you, Catherine? What you? Yeah, no, not at all.
Nah.
Oh, no.
Not me.
Not you, man.
Nope.
Nope, you're just kind of...
I couldn't spell it. If
Yeah.
I can't spell it, I don't say it.
Well, it's J.
So I don't care how, because I won't be able to remember. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
It doesn't matter?
No, because I won't be able to remember it,
Okay, all right.
and I won't even be able to remember how to pronounce it.
Oh, man, come on.
I'll just say my breakfast is pretty good,
Like
or my breakfast really stinks.
Yeah, really. This is
These
horrible.
eggs are cold.
Send that back.
Send it back.
Yeah.
My bacon's too greasy.
Oh, man, yeah.
And I know every piece I eat takes 9 minutes off my life, according to Mr. Funderburg.
Yeah, it does. Well, it does. You know.
So, and as I said,
Yeah.
I should have been dead about 30 years ago if that were true.
Well, you know.
Because I've had my share of bacon,
Yes, you have.
as you can tell by looking at me.
Yeah. Yes, you have.
Yep.
You've had your share and other people's
I
shares,
just
and
thank
so
my
have I.
parents I wasn't Jewish, because then I couldn't eat bacon.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a good.
Ooh,
Oh, my gosh. Could you imagine that?
that'd have been terrible.
That would have been terrible. Yeah, thank goodness they weren't Jewish. There's
I
no doubt
have
about
nothing
that.
against that religion other than they just have a poor choice of food you can't eat.
Yeah, with pork. Yeah,
Pork.
There's no doubt about that. You got to have
Yeah,
pork.
barbecue ribs,
Yeah,
ham,
yeah. There you go. Yeah, come on.
pork rinds,
Yeah, all the good stuff. It's all gone.
bacon.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, bacon goes with everything.
Yeah, it does.
Goes with ice cream.
Yes, it does.
It goes with donuts.
Yeah.
You ever had donuts with bacon on them?
You know
They're
what?
delicious.
Are they?
They're delicious.
I've seen that on TV before.
There's a place in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I bought 20 of them.
20 donuts with
Yeah,
bacon on them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And asked for extra bacon.
Really?
Yeah.
And they custom made those.
And I sat there and ate every one of them.
That does sound good right now. Now what? So is it it's a regular donut or what's it like? What kind of icing does it have? Like maple?
Yeah, like
Maple
it had
icing?
maple or the white stuff, or
Oh man.
you know.
Yeah. You're a wordsmith. You know that.
Ooh,
You
I know.
White stuff?
Yeah.
Any of
Well, that's
those
why I
things?
said I can't use that other word because I can't spell it.
You could have said, "Man, those donuts
I can spell white and stuff,
are gentacular."
and I can spell bacon.
Yes, you can.
I spent days learning how to spell bacon so I could use the word.
Oh, yes, you can. How many days? BACON, days.
And barbecue,
Yeah, that one too.
I can spell that too. So I'm able to use that
I'm telling you what, you are an intelligent man.
No, I'm not.
You have no need for gentaculate then.
None
whatsoever.
It just doesn't sound right.
That bacon is darn good.
Yeah.
That's
Or it's too greasy. Yeah. Send it back.
That's it.
Or it's too done. Send it back.
Yum yum. I love my breakfast.
Right.
Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to achieve to a higher level now.
That's right.
Bacon. BACON. Tommy's in the house. Well, I hope you're learning something today because, doggone it, we're going to elevate your education level here between now and noon on the Q.
Real fast.
Hiring a qualified data engineer felt like a second job.
More job seekers use Indeed than any other site, so there's no better place to find someone with the skills you're looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
Get a $50 credit to give your first job posting premium placement at Indeed.com/credit. Terms, conditions, quality standards, and usage limits apply. Additional terms online.
Come into Lowe's for everything you need to bring your home into 2019. Give your bathroom a quick refresh with deals on select toilets, like the Project Source High Efficiency Water Sense toilet, just $88. It offers top-rated jet flushing and a high-quality finish.
Jet flushing?
Get your entire home organized.
I want it.
25% off select storage and organization products, including the 66-quart hefty clear storage tote for $848. All projects have a starting point. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 1/31 while supplies last. U.S. only.
Q96.5. I'm Dave James on the Ohio News Network. In the northeastern corner of the state, a prosecutor says an Ashtabula man whose estranged wife's body was found last year about a mile from his home has been indicted on murder and other charges in the death. Rand Al-Dulami's body was found in a wooded area to the west of Ashtabula in July. 28-year-old Jeffrey Stanley was indicted this week. Medics in Lancaster, southeast of Columbus, took 2 people to the hospital yesterday after they came in contact with a suspicious package. ONN's Yolanda Harris has more with Lancaster Fire Captain KJ Watts.
It happened at the Lancaster Community Transition Center. An employee opened a package from the mail and started to feel dizzy and lightheaded. So that employee called over another coworker who then began experiencing the same thing. Wow. First responders tested the package for fentanyl.
It's a dangerous substance. If you come in contact with it, it can decrease your respiratory drive and have fatal results.
The package tested negative for fentanyl and other harmful drugs. It's not clear what caused the employees to start feeling sick.
Ohio University in Athens is looking...
Maybe they were hungover.
The Columbus Dispatch says next week trustees will consider a 3.5% increase.
Maybe they were hungover and ate a greasy breakfast or something.
Yeah, maybe so.
Why are we talking about fentanyl when that's not what it was? Let's talk about what it could have really been. Too much alcohol the night before.
Yeah.
This is Mark Rourke, Chief Operating Officer.
Yeah.
I'm excited to share more.
Let's talk about that.
Initiative. We've made significant upgrades to our truck spec, packing it with premium driver-requested features to improve comfort, rest, and safety. We added APUs and power inverters to
I guess that's why they call it the blues. Elton John here today. Notice, Tommy, that we don't have two of the Beatles anymore. We do. You just do two of our favorite artists every day at this time.
Well, Elton John's at the top of my list.
Yeah, so I didn't think that'd be too upsetting to you today.
No.
You're an Elton John fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things that I saw this morning, did you notice that you got a new Woodstock coming up here this next year?
Yes, I saw that the other day.
Did you see that? 50 years ago. It's hard to believe that, this Summer of Love was 50 years ago. Yeah.
That's depressing.
That is depressing, isn't it, huh? Are you going to get your tickets? Are you going to go?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, come on. It's 3 days of music and love and, all that stuff.
50 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 50 years ago,
No.
you'd have just been barely old enough to really make that happen, though, 50 years ago, right?
Yeah, I was plenty old.
Were you plenty old enough to go?
Plenty old enough to go.
Because at that point, I was only 14, And,
I'm a little older than you.
Yeah, you're a couple of years older than I am. So you would have been one of those rowdy, crazy, long-haired hippies that we would have seen on the big screen at the drive-in theater when we came up for air.
Right. Long-haired
Yeah.
hippie people need not apply.
That's it, man. And but you don't think you're going to
You
go?
could use that in a song, couldn't you?
I think maybe we ought to write one like
Yeah,
that.
I think
That
it's a good
that
idea.
might be a good idea as well.
Yeah.
But I was impressed to see that was coming, and my gut feeling is that this bunch is going to make some money this time on this project.
You think?
Unlike the last time,
Ya think?
when those long-haired hippie people were running the show, and they all kind of ran through the fence and said, "Woohoo, we're here! Who needs a ticket?"
Right.
Yeah,
Let's go get all muddy on this guy's field.
Yeah, and go crazy. Yeah.
And the farmer's going, if I'd thought this through,
Yeah.
I could have charged
Yeah.
to have my hill all torn up. As it is, I had to go out there and clean it up afterwards.
Yeah, and didn't make a dime.
And didn't make a dime.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Yeah,
He probably shot himself when he realized what he did.
I wouldn't doubt it. We'll have to go. Max Yasker, I think the guy's name was, or something
Now, how
like that.
in the world could you have pulled that out?
Well, because it's a part of a Crosby, Stills and Nash song. They're going down to Yasker's farm, going to play in a rock and roll band. Remember that one? Yeah,
Man.
that one. Max.
Your one brain cell is firing today.
I can't remember a darn thing that's worth anything, but Max Yasker, I
You
know.
ought to get on, what's that game show where you have to ask a question?
Yeah, Jeopardy.
Jeopardy,
Yeah.
You ought to see. I can't even remember that. You need to get on that show because if you can pull stuff like that out,
Oh man, I could.
because they did deal in all sorts of stupid questions.
Yeah, they do, and I'm not good at that. I only know 3 or 4 things, so unless it would be like Woodstock.
Yaski's farm.
Yeah, unless it was, they'd have to hit a very, very, very limited scope
Narrow,
there for me
very,
to get
very
there.
narrow topics.
There's only about 8 questions up there that I even got a chance at.
Well,
And I'm
okay.
real slow with the buzzer, too. I'm not real good that way. I don't have really good motor skills with my thumb.
'cause you got
Yeah.
arthritis, slows
Yeah.
you down.
It just doesn't work quite as quick as what I need to. So them young whippersnappers that have all their brain cells and a movable thumb, would beat me probably all the time. Yeah.
There's some strange people on that show.
There are some strange people.
There's some strange people that
No
get
doubt.
on that show.
No doubt.
I mean, when you know stuff like that,
Yeah. Yeah.
you don't have much of a social life.
You really don't. Not at all. Not at all.
Now, I'm not suggesting that's a bad thing,
No, not at all.
but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
would they fit in this crew here? Probably not.
No, probably not.
Probably not.
No, they wouldn't want to hang with us very long.
They would be offended.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
They would get mad.
Yes, they
And
would.
storm out.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good. And they'd know all the answers to all the questions, which would upset us.
Yeah, that'd make me mad.
That would be. Go away. Well, get out of here. Go
Yeah.
play Jeopardy or something
Yeah.
like that. Always one of my favorite.
Oh, you're so smart. That's my response.
Yeah, that well.
You just so smart.
And at that moment, there might be some slapping going on at that point in time. It might not be a good thing at all.
Probably not.
No.
All right.
And in Groundhog Day, that movie Groundhog Day, that was always one of my favorite parts. Where Bill Murray walked into the little sitting room there with the TV and was spouting off all of the answers. Remember that part of it?
Yeah.
Because he'd seen it.
Because he'd seen it.
Yep.
42 times.
Yeah, exactly. So he was answering the question before they even asked the question at that one point in time.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
That was a great scene. Here's a word for you, man.
Listen,
this is going to be good for you. Now listen to this one. You've heard the word deja vu, right? Another one of those Woodstock things.
Yeah.
Deja vu, okay? Meaning something that you feel like you've kind of experienced before, okay? Now there's a word for something that you've never totally ever experienced ever before. Never, okay? Something totally new.
Non-deja vu.
Non-deja vu. Jamais vu. How's that? Jamais vu.
Jamais vu?
Yeah, jamais vu translating to never seen, okay? It's a phenomenon that can be caused by epileptic seizures and drinking too much. How's that? I figured that would be appropriate for the two of us at that point in time. So the next time that you kind of walk into a spot and you realize it's the first time you've ever seen that, okay? And you've also had a couple of the jacks or the gyms or whatever else might slide down your throat on a Friday or Saturday night. Jamais vu.
Jamais vu.
There you go.
That makes you sound pretty smart.
It does. See, that's what I'm.
Like you can speak French or something.
There you go. Okay.
Jamais vu.
Jamais vu.
Well, this is my jamais vu for the day.
There you go. Tommy's here for another 10 minutes or so. We've got to play some commercials, make some money, and all that kind of stuff, and we'll leave you with a little more wisdom before he leaves. Carly Simon, you are so vain, Tommy Reed, you know. But if Carly picked up the phone and called you today and said, Tommy, I want to meet you up in Montpelier for a cold brewski and a burger at the Drop Time.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think,
That'll happen.
Would you be there?
Oh, sure.
You'd show up at all?
Get a whole bunch of autographs and sell them on eBay.
Yeah, and then she says, Tommy, you're such an adorable, charming guy.
Mm-hmm. That'll happen.
I need to take you home with me, man. Mm-hmm. I need to have you bathed and sent to my car.
Smoking.
See, you're not vain at all, man. Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Well, you know what? I played a little thing a while ago from Paula Abdul, and I told you, and I will. I mean, if Paula Abdul right now picked up the phone and called me and said,
Jim,
you and me,
here.
That's it. Edgerton, Ohio. Meet you in Hicksville in an hour. You know what I mean? I would have to go into Susie and all those guys and say, Susie and all those guys, I got to leave early today.
Hey, how's the old weight thing going?
Great, man. I'm up 4 pounds. And everybody else around here.
You haven't lost to Susie yet.
No. So far, you know, I walk in every day and Susie says, hey, I'm down 4 pounds. And Courtney goes, hey, I'm down 6 pounds. And Andy goes, I'm down 3 pounds. And I step on the scale and I say, hey, look at that.
I'm up 4 pounds.
I'm doing well.
I'm going to win.
Yeah, I think I'm going in the right direction. Is there not a loser's bracket in this thing somewhere? You know, and again, it was one of those things. I needed to really get your advice before I got into this contest, and they took my first $20 because they're going to continue to take my $20 between now.
Remember, I asked,
and next
what
year,
happens if you decide you don't want to do this anymore? You still got to put the $20 in?
You got to put the 20 in. Yep. Yeah, those are the rules, okay? Jeez. And they claim, okay, that by some form of magic here, they actually have my signature on something here. Which I can't imagine because I can't write, but at the same time, you know, they claim to forge my signature onto something. So I am in the contest for $20 a month, and I am up 4 pounds so far, and really proud of it at this point in time. You know.
Well, you should be.
Well, you know, how do you, with the friends that I have? Okay, Mary Leatherman comes in the other day, right, from Elwood Staffing. All right, and what does she have in her hands? But a big, and I mean a big, one of those plastic bags full of oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. I mean, there had to be 24 cookies in the darn thing, okay?
Now there's none.
There were none in 48 hours. They were all gone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I didn't share them either, doggone it. That's exactly where I'm at.
They're hidden. I saw all the cookie crumbs on the floor.
And I told everybody that they were basically weight loss cookies, okay? As I wandered through the building with a cookie in my hand, they said, aren't you part of the diet program?
Trying to talk, and cookies are spitting out of your mouth.
Exactly. And I said, yes, I am, and these are diet cookies. Every cookie that you eat, you lose a pound, okay? And I had a cookie in each hand at that point in time. And I come to find out that every cookie you ate, you probably gained a pound. Yeah. So much for that. But I figure I've got 51 more weeks.
Yeah, you got a long time to go.
You know, it's plenty of time.
You get to October and just stop eating.
That's it.
You'll win.
That's what I thought. And I figured you could help me. You could help coach me as we get a little closer.
We'll just feed you bananas and water.
There you go. See, I knew I could depend on you for something like that. And if worst comes to worst, hey, you know, I really don't need this left leg particularly. You know, they're making these new prosthetic things out there that makes you run faster and jump higher and all that kind of stuff, and they weigh a lot less than the leg that I got. So,
but if you put those on, then you shoot your girlfriend through the bathroom door.
Ooh, that isn't a good thing either.
See, that's not good. Well,
that's why I'm coming to you for coaching advice, Thomas. How's that?
Bananas and water from October on.
There you go. And we have 51 weeks to win this by gum, and that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. And the final prize is $600, and there will be a big fee involved in there for you if we can make it across the finish line. How's that? Is that okay?
Yep.
With that, it's time.
I might even bring you some lettuce.
Ooh, what's that?
That stuff that makes you really sick.
That's another one of those words that I should have gone.
That's how you get. You just go eat a bunch of romaine lettuce that's tainted.
Yeah.
And you get real sick.
Yeah.
And you'll drop probably 20, 30, 40 pounds.
Wow.
In a week. We may not have to start this until December.
I think we got it figured out, man.
Go get you some of that bad romaine lettuce.
Yep, there you go.
Just start chewing it up.
There you go.
Eat it every day.
Yep.
And then you'll come in and go, Give me the $600. I gotta go get something to eat.
I think we have a game plan now for this project.
We do.
Next time we see a romaine lettuce recall, we'll have to go out and stock up.
Stock up.
Yep.
Put it in the refrigerator.
Yep. And then, as all these folks are thinking they're sprinting to the finish line because they've lost 30 and 40 pounds.
You'll be sprinting to the bathroom.
Yeah, and at the end, I will be the winner.
You'll win.
Yeah. Now, you'll have to bring the money to the hospital bed that I'm going to be laying in probably at that point in time.
That's okay.
But it'll be really official because the hospital will be weighing me in. You know what I mean? So they won't even be able to say that I tampered with the scale or anything at that point in time. So I think we've got a game plan. And with that, you're on your way out in the cold, man.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, well. What you got planned for the afternoon? Reading?
Read to the kids.
Attaboy. Well,
1 o'clock.
They're looking forward to you, I'm sure, right now.
It's after 12.
12:02 here on the Q 96.5 FM. See you, Tommy.
Bye.
It's the all-new Q96.5 WQCT, Brian and Montpelier.
Better get going.
All right. Get out of here. Go away. Thanks for coming. I'll find you that company in Toledo, man. We'll figure this whole thing out. I feel bad about not having it for you, but we'll get it figured out. About half of it we got to get figured out here. I think that's our easiest way is to try to figure that one out here again. Okay? Whatever. Because me doing it is going to be, we might both be dead yet before that time rolls around.
It could be.
Oh, well. All right. See you later.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Hey, man.
You're recognized by
Yeah.
our
Put
peers
that over
at the
there
state
and put
level
that
is the
over here.
ultimate
There you
honor
go.
an auction group can receive, said Kevin Wendt, the
That
Wendt
could-
Group president. He also said we've been
That way
blessed
you
to be
wouldn't be hitting your
affiliated
knees on it
with
all the
Wes
time,
Sigler,
you know?
the Blue River Digital Group, to bring award-winning
Nice.
and
See you
unique
later.
market
Be good.
design options to our sellers. Also, hunters in Ohio checked in 14,182 whitetail deer over the past muzzleloader season this weekend, and it looks like that's up from last year's 13,268. More details on hunting and trapping in Ohio. See